Nagabenta ki khubor ba man kasni pet but subscribe ya u Antor News. Kublay phi baro kini long ki khubor ba man kasni. Hatudan ayu halindat jeng sarkar MDA2 ban shimkhya bat ban shimrai sindan daga kinhun kabinet banyata helor ke jinjia klangding ki artali ying singkhania hakandailan ban net shasadar police station menaka khat sautrik urisau. Lasaki Maria Jia kate ke jingplu ying baro ki he sarkar nadu ki borpenya district bat ki he pulin kila mare bran shakate ke jaka ban shong ki bun kenta wat umenju rangba u konrad ki sangma ulalet yu kejat ban jurem.
Just visited the site of the fire incident that took place in this bazaar 48 hours back. And it was a very tragic and a very unfortunate incident and an accident that took place. And we do express our sympathies and our concerns to the families that were affected by the fire and the accident that took place. I would like to mention that this had a very, very big potential to be a very disastrous situation because this was in the middle of the market area, a very congested area and a very difficult area for the fire services and other services to come in and do their work. But in spite of the challenges, the different departments, especially the fire service, the army, the air force, the Assam Rifles, the BSF, and the community and all the other officials from different departments had come in and really worked very hard. If you can see behind me, the buildings are very close, and even behind the buildings there were other small residential areas. But in spite of these challenges, the department and the officials were able to contain, and the fire did not spread beyond this particular building, and that in itself is something that I must thank and appreciate the work that has been done by the officials from, as I said, the departments, the fire service, the police, the administration, and NDRF, SDRF, and of course the armed forces, and a special mention to the armed forces who really supported us in this very, very difficult and complicated situation. And the community was also very supportive of us. At the same time, this is also, of course, a situation where a detailed investigation will be done, and we will go into details of the reasons why this has happened. And of course, we will also go into issues of how to make sure that these kind of complicated situations are avoided and can be stopped in the future, and also to measures on which how we could improve the overall service and the response that we will give. Though the response here was very swift, we still have a challenge. The building was also in a way a go down, and hence it had got a lot of materials inside, the furnitures or other kind of plastic materials, and therefore those kind of materials also inside led to the challenges. And as I said, in spite of all those challenges, the fire did not spread to other buildings, and that was in itself a great achievement. But as I said, we need to go into details and find out what has happened, how it happened, and what measures to take in the future to ensure that not just in Shillong but in any other part of the state, we avoid these kind of situations. Safety audits and other audits will need to be done. All of these will be examined. We are having a cabinet meeting on the 18th, and a detailed discussion will happen on that day.
Lada jia badon ka jingplu ding jongki riu pat ba niki thap ki dam don mo ki he sarkar ban shimkhya shishu kate ka jingjia plu ding ki ying singhania kalawan ra ka jingkno nagi bor sarkar bat ki pulit ba ki nongshong di madan kila long ki nong pinwit ba omna ban poi daka basuk ki kali kumta na kalyang umentri rangba ka jilla habri jurip ya kate ka jaka ulakran ba onra ban yakran ha ka kinhun mentri kala urlong shisha bat ladep rais ndon men haka khat pratrik urisau haka ba polling do ubade unong pathai tien jong ka sarkar ulapan sngo shakilat pathai kubor
of India plus a certificate of at least 6 years 3 years residence in Meghalaya. The vendor should have been vending in a particular spot for a minimum of 6 months, and 3, he possesses a valid trade license in areas that are outside of the 3 normal areas under the control of the Shillong Municipal Board. We have also received a number of suggestions from various stakeholders, including the KHADC, KSU, Sinjuk, Kiramba Shnong, Hawkers Associations, and today, after very detailed discussions, we have been able to finalize this scheme, and what we will now do next is to immediately take up an inventorization. We will start with the survey of the street vendors and process the applications of these vendors based on the broad framework which I have spelled out. Then we will also be taking up this special planning in order to decide which are vending and which are no vending zones. And the government would also strive to provide dedicated vending zones and market spaces to the street vendors. So broadly, this is what the scheme is as conceived earlier and as approved by the cabinet today.
So